Good morning, it's Lisa with Lisa Heal Yourself, and today I want to talk about beliefs. What we believe is everything. If we believe something, it will manifest. And if we don't believe something, it will not manifest. So when we are trying to attract things into our life, when we're using the law of attraction, the law of assumption, the law of vibration, it's not always what you want that is coming to you, it's what you believe. If you believe something, you will manifest it. And if you do not believe it, no matter how much you want it, you cannot manifest it. So one of the most important things is trying to determine what your limiting beliefs are. What are the things that you believe at the unconscious level, at the subconscious level, that are coming from your past, that are coming from patterns, that are coming from, things that people instilled in you over time, right? Experiences that you've had, things that you've learned, ways of being that you've established, all of these patterns. What are these unconscious beliefs that are driving your successes and failures in life? So when you can identify a limiting belief, and this happens in the moment, by doing the work in the moment, by asking yourself why you feel this way, why you're doing the thing, and uncovering the belief underneath. When you're excavating these beliefs underneath as to why you're taking this action, why you're feeling a certain way, why you're doing what you're doing, it always comes down to a belief. My question for you is this: when you are able to determine a limiting belief, I want you to look at that belief and I want you to ask yourself, do I want this to manifest in my life? If the answer is no, that you do not want this belief to manifest, then you have to change your belief. You have to, because if you don't, this will manifest. And this has been continually manifesting over and over and over because your belief hasn't changed. In my program, in one of the parts of my program, we go into identifying our unconscious beliefs, which is so critical because you have to be able to see your beliefs. You have to be able to know what's driving you. And then once you find them, you have to really look at them. And you have to ask yourself, do I want this to manifest in my life? Yes or no? It's black or white. And if the answer is no, you have to change your belief. If the answer is no, you have to ask yourself, what do you want to manifest instead? What do you want instead? So when you're doing your own inner work, you will come up against beliefs and you will see them. And when you do, I suggest that you write them down. You compile a list of all these limiting beliefs because you need to be able to see them. You need to know that they are driving your behavior. You need to become aware that they are manifesting the current life you are living. They are manifesting your current level of health. They're manifesting your current level of wealth. They're manifesting your current level of abundance in your life and all the lack that you're experiencing. If you're experiencing lack in your life, if you're experiencing a life that you don't want, then you can be sure that you have lack-based beliefs in your life that are actually the cause of the life that you are currently manifesting. So I'm going to go through a bunch of my limiting beliefs so that you can see what these look like close up after doing the inner work to find these beliefs. So some of my beliefs are that I don't feel worthy, that I feel worthless. I have a limiting belief that I am a failure, that I don't feel safe in this world, that I feel incapable, that I feel not good enough, that I'm afraid to be alone, that I feel like I'm not powerful or independent, that I feel afraid nobody will ever remember me. I have a limiting belief that people look down on me, that people judge me. I have a limiting belief that I'm not important to people. I have a limiting belief that my life is filled with tension and stress, and that it will never be one big happy family like I've always dreamed of. I have a limiting beliefs about control, that I need control, that I'm losing control. I have limiting beliefs that I feel disappointed by myself and everyone in my life. I have a limiting belief that I will never have the life that I want. I have limiting beliefs that people think I'm lazy, that people think I'm unworthy, that nobody is proud of me. I have limiting beliefs because I get my sense of worthiness from others and that I feel worthless, and a limiting belief that I don't matter. I have beliefs that people don't know the real me. I fear changing my own life. I feel like I'm not contributing to my family or society. I feel a limiting belief that my mom was the only person who could ever love me unconditionally and nobody will ever love me that way again. I feel insecure. I feel disappointed in myself. I feel like nobody values my wisdom and like everything I've gone through is in vain. I feel like the people in my life see me as a failure and not successful. And I feel like they reject me and don't accept me because of this. I have a limiting belief about love. I don't feel loved or special, and I don't feel deep connections with people. I don't feel seen, I don't feel validated, and I don't feel happy. I have limiting beliefs that I'm scared of life, scared to be alone. I don't think I'm strong or capable enough. I have a limiting belief that I'm not worth fighting for. I have very strong beliefs that I'm a failure and that I'm not special enough, I'm not talented enough, and I'm not smart enough. I have a limiting belief that I don't even know who I truly am. I believe that others don't think I'm trying hard enough and they don't think I'm doing enough. I feel unsupported. I feel unappreciated. And I have a limiting belief that I feel like the real me is buried. I feel extremely alone and lonely and that I don't matter to anyone. I feel like I'm on my own to figure things out and that there's nobody truly to take care of me. And so I have the belief that I'm uncared for and unloved because I'm not good enough or special enough or worthy enough. I fear that I have no value unless I'm successful, unless I achieve all my goals, that my value is hinged on my performance and my accomplishments. I have a limiting belief that I'm not a good mom, that I'm failing my kids, that they will reject me, that I'm not in control, that I will be forgotten. I have a limiting belief about that my life is hard, that it can't be easy or peaceful or calm with purpose and deep connection and deep love. That it's a struggle, that life is a struggle, and that I have no control over my life or my body or my mind, that my circumstances are greater than me. I have a belief that I need to deny myself pleasure because I haven't earned it. I feel lonely and sad and trapped by life, trapped by my own failures. I feel deeply disappointed in myself and the life I've created. I have a limiting belief that I've ruined my entire life, that I've ruined my family's life, that I've ruined my kids' life. And I have a limiting belief that everything is all my fault, and an awareness that this is not the life I want, but that I'm unable to create what it is I do want because I'm not smart enough, I'm not good enough, I'm not strong enough, and I'm not capable enough. I have a limiting belief that I want to be saved, that I want a savior, that I need someone to take care of me. I have a limiting belief that life is not fun, that there's no joy and no laughter and no fun and no connection. I have limiting beliefs that my kids will judge me or be embarrassed by me. I have limiting beliefs that I need to protect myself and I can't handle more big problems or face any more losses in my life. I have a limiting belief that I'm all alone and that I'm not important, I have a limiting belief because I feel like everything is all on my shoulders. It's all up to me. And I have a fear of the unknown, and that I need protecting, and that I have to control my life right down to every little detail or it will fall apart, and that I will end up having nothing and nobody. I'm afraid that I don't measure up to my own standards or anyone else's. And I have a limiting belief that I'm not proud of myself. I have limiting beliefs around not knowing how to feel good, and just the overall sense of disappointment, and the overall sense of not being good enough, and the overall sense of being a failure. So that was a lot to read and to think about all at once. Now, these limiting beliefs aren't visible most of the time. So as I live my life on a day-to-day basis, I'm not aware of these limiting beliefs. Or at least I wasn't until I saw them like this all at once. And then I had to stop and ask myself, when did I start believing this? Have I always believed this? Was it from childhood? Were these beliefs, and I had to go through each one. Was this belief given to me at childhood? Did I have an experience that led to this belief? Was it the illness itself that gave me this belief? When did I adopt this belief? When did it become true for me? Was it always this way? I had to ask myself these questions for every single belief that I just read you. And then I had to ask myself, is this true? Do I really believe this? Is this true? Do I want to believe this? What do I want to believe instead? Because if I don't change my belief, I'm going to manifest this. I'm going to manifest more of this. Is this what I want? What do I want? What belief can I replace this with? What is the belief that I want to believe instead of this? But when you do the investigative work and the inner work, one by one, they will come to the surface over time. If you write them down and record them, over a period of months, you will end up with a list that looks like this. It's startling to see it in plain daylight. It's startling to see it in the conscious awareness, as opposed to push down. We push these things into the unconscious because they're too hard to see. They're too hard to look at all the time. And so it may be easy for you to behave in certain ways, to have certain patterns, and you're just responding and reacting to life, and you don't know the deeply held limiting belief underneath that is causing your life to be like this, that is causing you to react like this, that is causing you to respond like this, that is causing you to feel this way, that is causing lack in your life and things that you're not happy with in your life. You don't know why often, but it is because of these beliefs, these unconscious limiting beliefs. When we bring them up into the conscious, when we're able to see them, you need to challenge each and every single belief. Do you want to feel this way? Yes or no? Do you want this to manifest in your life? Right? If I take the limiting belief, I am a failure, do I want that to manifest in my life? Do I want more failure? Do I want more experiences that lead to me feeling like a failure? Do I want to manifest more of feeling like a failure? Yes or no? I need to really look at that. No, I do not want to. So I need to choose to feel differently, to do something differently, to take different action, to think about something in a different way, to feel a different way about myself. I can't allow myself to make decisions or take actions or anything based on this underlying limiting belief that I feel like a failure, because it will attract more failure into my life. It will attract me feeling more like a failure. So if my answer is no, then I have to do something different. I have to go from somebody whose unconscious belief is that they're a failure to a conscious belief that I'm not a failure, to act in a way that somebody who's not a failure would act, to somebody who's successful, who's smart, who's worthy would act. I have to find a way to act in that way, to carry myself in that way, to make decisions from this new belief that I'm worthy, that I'm successful, that there's a reason for everything I do, that I learn a lesson, that I grow and expand, and I'm an inspiration, and I'm valuable, and I have so much worth. I need to move in a way and make decisions and react and respond in a way that holds that belief consciously. I need to do work with that new affirmation. I need to repeat those affirmations. I need to feel the vibration of those affirmations to raise my vibration to a person who does feel worthy, who feels abundant and successful and smart and capable, to challenge those beliefs. You can hold this state. You can say these affirmations. You can choose how you want to respond and react. You create a new belief. And when you create a true new belief, not something you're just saying, but you truly believe it about yourself because you want to believe it, because this is your new choice, because you're creating a new identity for yourself, because you love yourself, because you want more for yourself, and because you don't want to manifest more of that in your life. You want to manifest something new. It takes a new belief. And these beliefs, these new beliefs, are at a conscious level. And when you hold them at a conscious level for long enough, they become unconscious. They become normal. They become the unconscious drivers that you live your life through. And you start to live your life through the eyes of success and worth and feeling capable and smart and loved and worthy. And you make yourself feel that way. You love yourself. You give yourself worth. You give yourself validation. You choose what to believe. And then you live in accordance with that. What you say to yourself, what you feel inside, the emotions that you feel, your vibration, your energy, all of it. You choose something completely different. And sometimes when you see these limiting beliefs, in an instant you can change it. Because now you see it. Now it's in your conscious awareness and you're like, I don't want to live my life that way anymore because I don't want these things to continue to manifest. I want to live a life where I value myself. I love myself. I forgive myself. I know my own worth. I believe in myself. I feel good about myself. I love myself. I believe my journey is an inspiration. I believe that my life matters. When you start to hold these new beliefs about yourself, then everything changes. You change. The people in your life around you change. How they feel and think about you changes. The experiences that you're now open to in your life can change. The things that you want can now come in, can now be matched. We're now in resonance with them. We're in a vibration with them. We can now accept them. We're open to new and good, successful, loving, healthy relationships, feeling proud of yourself. When your limiting beliefs change, everything changes. Your life changes. And so it's so important that you really investigate these limiting beliefs, because know it or not, once you see them, you will realize that everything in your life that you have or don't have is because of these beliefs. And the things that you want simply can't come to you until you've changed that belief, until you've done the work to see it and to change it at a core level, at a foundational level. When you truly change this belief, everything can open up to you. Everything can shift. You can grow. You can expand. You can have everything that it is that you want. You can manifest all the things that you want when you have new beliefs about yourself that allow you to receive what it is that you want. And so I hope you can see just how important your beliefs are. The beliefs are everything. The beliefs are what allow you to live the life that you're living and allow you to change, grow, expand, evolve, and have the life that you truly want. Or they stop you from having all of that. They limit you from growing and changing and expanding and living the life that you truly want. They keep you stuck and limited. So you must find those limiting beliefs and you must crush them. You must pull them apart. You must change them and build your own belief, your own love, your own new belief that you want to have more and that you get to have. You get to have a new belief. If you want it, you can have it. And so I hope that you've enjoyed this video. I hope you can see how important it is. If you did, please give it a like, please share it, please subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.